Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your video tarot forecast for the week of January 19th through the 25th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so let's just get started. On Monday, you have the Nine of Swords coming up reversed. This is actually a good card to have reversed. This card just means that you have had something that was on your mind, to an obsessive point. It was probably something that was actually totally out of your control, but it was worrying you and it was bothering you and you couldn't stop thinking about it and you couldn't think about anything else, and maybe you were even having trouble sleeping, totally interfering with your life basically. And so Monday, when this shows up, it shows up reversed. And so the good thing about the reversed card is that something has happened with that situation now, so that the obsessiveness, that unhealthy, all I can think about is this, is gone. So while the situation may still be on your mind, either something about it has changed to ease that worry for you, or you've actually done some healing on yourself to where it's just not triggering you like it was before. Either way, it's a good thing to have happen. So happy to see that coming in for you on Monday. Then Tuesday, Taurus, what we have is a personality showing up in your life. We have the Knight of Cups showing up. Now, the Knight of Cups is somebody who is a little bit naive, kind of idealistic. He can be very romantic. What's the best thing to say about him? He can go through life really naive. He has rose-colored glasses on most of the time. And I'm feeling like this personality is showing up in your life on Tuesday, Taurus, as for some of you, this is going to be somebody who's actually interested in you. And I'm feeling like for a lot of you that this person is interested in you. You're just kind of like, oh no, you are not the one for me. This is not a mutually reciprocated feeling here. For most of you. There are a few of you that will be reciprocating on that. But there are also some other people that this person is showing up more like as a brother or as a friend type relationship person coming into your life on Tuesday. And this is somebody that in this situation you're a little bit worried about. It feels to me like he's telling you about some situation, maybe some new girl that he's found that he's interested in, and you're just hearing like red flags all over the place, and he's just not seeing them at all, because he is so idealistic, and he tends to get swept away very quickly. So I just see this personality coming into your life on Tuesday, Taurus. So have fun with that. You know, the best thing you can do is be kind to the person and help them as much as you can, if they're your friend or what have you. And if they're interested and you're not, you know, the best you can do is be kind, but let them know firmly that they need to be on their way. All right, so Wednesday, moving on, we have the Eight of Clubs. Interesting card. What I'm hearing for this is, and it is the Eight of Clubs reversed, by the way, but what I'm hearing for this is falling out of love. That's what my guides are saying, falling out of love. So falling out of love. That's what I see Wednesday. So this is a relationship thing for most of you as far as with other people. For some of you, it's actually with project that you're working on. That's the minority. But the minority of you have a project that you're working on that you thought was wonderful and was very happiness making, and you just love to work on it. And now today you're just like, oh my gosh, do I have to work on this thing again? Where did all the glitter and the beauty go? Because it's not there today. And so also this is coming up, but this could also be for a person as well. For most of you, I'm feeling like this is some kind of relationship. Everybody likes to make relationship be romantic relationship. It is not necessarily the same, guys. I can't say this enough times. Every day I talk to someone who tries to turn, when I say relationship, they try to turn it automatically into romantic relationship. Sorry, but I'm on a soapbox about this today. Just because I say romantic relationship, a relationship does not mean it's a romantic one. We all have tons of relationships in our lives. If you rent your home, you have a relationship with the landlord, whether you see him or not, or the landlady. You have a relationship with the neighbor, whether it's much of a relationship or not. You have relationships with your family, once again, whether they're much of relationships or not. You have relationships with your friends. You have relationships with your coworkers. And I guess I'm on a rant because somebody out there is totally trying to make this about something romantic right now, and it just doesn't have to be. For most of you, it's not. It just isn't. There's like a 10 to 20% of you that are actually falling out of love with your partner, your romantic partner. The rest of you, we've got like maybe 10% that this is about a project that you're just not happy with anymore that you used to be. So what does that leave? Like 70, 80%? 70, 80% of you, this is about people who are not your romantic partner, that you are in relationship with, that you're just like, I don't like you like I thought I did anymore. You know, something comes to the surface. You see their true colors. Or maybe you're just changing and they're just changing and you're just not on the same path anymore. But something's coming up on Wednesday where there's just this whole falling out of love experience. This person does not mean the same to you as what they meant before. You don't have the same feelings for them as you had for them before. It's a distancing coming up in the relationship. Once again, I said relationship, not romantic relationship. It could be, but that's not what I said. So leave your mind open. Could be any kind of relationship. Okay, I guess I need to get off my rant there. Let's move on to Thursday. I like the card you have on Thursday, Taurus. You have the Empress. And so the Empress is really telling me that on Thursday, you have control of your life. You're not blaming other people for your problems. You're taking authority. You're taking responsibility. You're saying, you know what, that was my situation. I created the situation that I'm in now, and I will create a way to get into an even better situation than I'm in now. And I'm not counting on somebody else to do something that really is my place to do. I'm not counting on somebody else to make the decisions that I should be making for myself. And this is kind of a taking back of authority, where you've given authority to other people that really didn't deserve that authority and really it wasn't appropriate for them to have this authority. You're bringing this back into yourself, right where it belongs. You're bringing it back where it belongs. A lot of us expect other people to make us happy. That's not their job. They're not the authority on making us happy. That comes from us. We're taking that back. We're taking back responsibility for our own happiness. We're taking back responsibility for our own decisions, for our own life. Because if it's somebody else's fault, then we're always the victim, and we're never in control, and we never have a chance to change it. So if we leave authority with everybody else scattered all over the place, we don't have a life. We're just a puppet. So it's really important to take that authority back, bring it back inside ourselves. Be the ones in charge of our own happiness and what we really do. And that's what brings us actual true happiness. Maybe not right away. Maybe it's a process. Who knows what kind of mess we've let ourselves fall into because we haven't been taking authority for ourselves. But this is a process, and I see on Thursday, I see you really bringing authority back for yourself, and it's a very good thing. It's a very positive step forward, and it's something worth sticking to. Okay, so Friday, we have the Knight of Clubs coming up for you, Taurus. Knight of Clubs really talks about taking some kind of action about something you're inspired about. For some of you guys who are listening to this, I feel like you are going to be either asking a new girl out on a date, and it's kind of an intimidating thing for you. You like her so much you almost can't even talk straight when you're around her. Some of you guys are going to be proposing to your girly girl. And for some of you girls, Knight of Clubs, this is allowing yourself to be swept into somebody's spell, allowing yourself to enjoy the wooing of somebody else. And, you know, I normally don't try to break things down so much into boy-girl things. You know, we have all these ideas, boys do this, girls do that. And normally I just don't go there because my life has been so much the opposite of that. But this is what I'm hearing. So it's broken down in a very old-fashioned way, and if that offends some of you, I apologize. If I was watching, it might offend me, but it's what I'm hearing. So yeah, I'm hearing guys proposing and asking out. I'm hearing girls being allowed to be, allowing themselves to be swept along. So maybe being asked out and going along with that and blah, blah, blah. But that's not coming from me. It's coming from Spirit. And I'm not even sure that that's the way it'll be all the time, but it just happens to be the way it's fallen this time. Wonder how many complaints I'll get from Tauruses on that one. Okay, so Saturday, we have the Two of Clubs coming up in reverse, Taurus. For some of you, this is going to be having to choose between two loves. And when it comes up in reverse, this is, well, for all of you, it's going to be two loves. But when it comes up in reverse, this means that it's a decision that you're procrastinating on. Now, when I say that you're choosing between two loves, I need you to have your mind open. Wands and clubs talk about fiery things, things that you have a lot of passion about, that you have a lot of feeling about. So you could be choosing between two people on Saturday. Maybe you have two offers out for a date or what have you. Maybe you're trying to choose between two people who want to go further in a relationship. And you also could be trying to choose between two different projects that you want to involve yourself in. The trick about when the Two of Clubs decision card comes up, this is telling me that whatever it is that you're deciding about, they are both really good choices. And it's also telling me that if you don't pick, you don't get to really move forward in any significant way with either. Because they each require too much energy. They each require a lot of energy to be put into them. And as long as you have the both of them, you're never going to have enough energy to satisfy either one or the other. So that's why it's so important that you go ahead and pick one, even though it's kind of heartbreaking to let the other go, because you don't get to move forward if you don't. And then once you pick the one, then you get to actually make the progress in that area. So okay, that's that. Sunday, Nine of Coins. What a nice card for Sunday. This is just telling me that on Sunday, Taurus, you're going to be having moments where you just feel like, you know what? I love the way my life is. I love the way it's set up. I love the place that I live. I love the people that I'm surrounded by. I love how my finances work. This is one of those cards that just says, overall very happy with how your life is set up. Overall, with very happy about how you've created things for yourself. So what a great card to end on Sunday. I love it. So that's your week, Taurus. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, you should know that I do other things besides read the tarot. I also do mediumship work and I do healing work, so check out my website. I am at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there, if you decide that you would like to work with me, go ahead and contact me and we'll set up a session for you as quickly as possible. For the rest of you, I will see you next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.